you will be happy to know that Mrs. O'Day and I survived ACT. We were lucky enough to be in the room where nobody threw up.
Somebody would throw up.
Oh yeah, everybody. There's at least one person in every year that throws up during the ACT.
Why?
So it's just high stress. It's a nerve-wracking test. Yeah. So, but we were not in that room. We had other issues, but we did not have the thrower upper.
It was minor issues. We were able to manage.
I
Yes.
heard somebody like did the paper and they didn't put it in online, and so they got a 0.
Oh, but you don't put it in online.
Yeah.
So-
There's not the
Yeah,
ACT.
it's
You
just
get like-
paper, pencil,
Oh, you get
that's
like
it.
10 points for writing your name.
Yes, you do. And we checked that you read your name. But yeah,
We
it's
check over everything.
whew, it was a stressful day for us, but we survived. All right, guys, today, your warm-up is built into this, okay? And so, but before we get into the warm-up, oh my word, we have some vocabulary we need to take care of. So Monday, I want to see what you guys remember from Monday. We talked about factoring. What are you doing when you factor? When I say factor, what does that mean?
Oh, isn't that creating the product?
Yes, I love it. Thank you. So if we do this, what are the factors? What are 1 factors of 36? Well, 4 times 9. You're creating a product. You're creating multiplication. So when you're asked to factor something, you're being asked to say, what 2 things multiply together to give you this, okay? So another new term is trinomial. If you ride a tricycle, how many wheels does it have?
3, 5. Oh, that's not true.
Okay, 3. You will now have what we call trinomials. They have 1, 2, 3 terms. Okay, that's a quadratic trinomial. All right. Yesterday we started, or Monday, sorry, we started taking things away. We took away your algebra tiles, which we'll come back maybe later. But all I want you guys to do with your groups is to answer part A. Given the generic rectangle, what's the area as a sum? What's the area as a product? What? How in the world can you get through the day without one? No.
Wait, sum is like this, right? Like all of that, or is that the product?
Product is the base times the height. The sum is all of the pieces added together. All right. Jacob, what did you get for your area as a sum?
The next word, correct, 39x plus 14.
Beautiful. Okay. So everybody take a look at this guy. The area as a sum represents all of the areas of each individual piece added together. So we have 10 purple pieces or x squared areas. We have a negative 39x areas and 14 of the others. Okay, of the units. Area as a product now is base times height. Now walking around, I'm seeing a lot of 5x minus 2s and an x minus 7, but we got to figure out how you guys get this. So here's our base. How do you find the length of that base when you can't see the tiles? That's the other, we took away the actual tiles, so how do you find it now? How did you guys know that there was going to be a 5x here? What was your clue?
The 10.
The 10 and the what?
The 30.
Yeah, very good. So well, let's look at our 10 and our 35. What is the greatest common factor that GCF of 10 and 35? 5. So that means what has to be right there?
2.
5 times what gives me 10?
2.
2.
Yeah, 2. So now I know that I have a 2x right here because I've got an x squared in there. But here's what I'm seeing now. I have 5 times something gives me negative 35. What is that something, Leah?
-7.
Oh, I love the way you said that. Please. A begging of you. Make sure you guys start writing negatives here. It's going to pay off. A lot of you are just saying 5x and 7. How do you know if it's plus or minus? You're going to be asked some pretty difficult problems here in the near future, okay? You got to know if it's plus or minus. So what happens right here? Yeah, Leah?
-2.
Oh, -2. Remember, negative times a negative is that positive. So my base is 5x minus 2, and my height is 2x minus 7. Okay. One last thing.
Question.
Yes.
How would we not know if like the x's could be negative? Because that could also be.
Well, I will tell you they can, but we mostly put the negatives on just the numbers. We don't worry too much about negative x's. Okay? You can, but you put your negatives with just the numbers on.
Yeah.
All right, there's something else we learned Monday, and that something else had to do with the diagonals. If we built our rectangle right, what happens to the diagonals?
They equal the same thing.
And they equal the same thing when we do what?
Multiply them?
Yeah, okay, so let's try it. All right, everybody here, 10x squared times 14 gives us what?
140.
140
X squared.
x squared, okay? But now we got to check the other diagonal. So what's a negative 35x times a negative 4x? Somebody check that in your calculator. Negative 35 times a negative 4.
Go, Spencer, go. Go, Spencer, go.
What's wrong?
Go.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a positive 140 x squared.
Yes. Woo, that means we did things correctly. Okay. All right. Very nicely done. We are going to do one more blast from the past before we move on. Okay. Who is feeling very confident about their rectangle building skills? Okay, Leah, do you want to come try this? All right, using just these tiles, can you build this
I
rectangle?
can do it.
You could do it.
I know how to do it.
You guys know how to do this.
You can do it.
I just
Shut
am
up.
calling an expert. And you can build it there and I'll move the paper. Okay? If you want to, I'll make sure everybody can see it. Okay, so this is the very last step backwards we're going to do. I'll show you. You can build it and then we'll show them. Okay? What happens when we gave you the tiles? So this was like day 1. Could you build the tiles? Could you build it with the tiles? Yeah, there you go. Perfect, Leah. Excellent. Beautiful rectangle building. And I like how you get them all nice and even. I love it.
Trying to.
It's okay. I'm gonna probably mess them up. I'm sorry. I'll apologize now. All right, for you guys at your desks, write the area as a product.
Can you guys see it all right?
Yeah, they got it. Beautiful. Okay, so you guys are right here. Can you write the area as the product? So Leah built you the rectangle. You need to do the area as a product. I'm gonna scoot this up.
Hey, you didn't mess it up too bad.
I didn't. I don't want to mess up Leah's work. So, there we go. Now remember, this is where we started. Here is the actual physical model, and I want you guys to take a look at this. And I want you to, you can just answer in your head, where are the purple pieces? Where are the yellow or the unit pieces? And where are the orange pieces? Really look at this model and in your mind, have those places down, okay? All right, because now I got to figure out my base is 2x plus 3, and my height is x plus 1. So I know I have a 2x plus 3 and an x plus 1. All right, but guess what, guys? Today, things change. And I know that's hard when we start changing things. But here's what's going to happen from now on. You guys are going to be getting just what we call a quadratic trinomial. And there's a lot going on here, but all I want you to do is to focus on what I've highlighted in this box. Okay, where do the purple pieces go in the generic rectangle? Where do they go?
X squared,
Yeah.
bottom left corner.
Bottom left. Where do the units go?
Top right.
Okay, so what goes here?
X.
What are the X's, the oranges? And in the thing I've highlighted, how many X's do we have to take care of? 10. So, every group, you need to fill in this box with how you're gonna break up your 10s. How many 10s
Easy peasy.
are gonna go in each one of them, okay? And I'm gonna come around, talk about it with amongst your group. What are you going to pick, okay? Are you gonna do a 5 and 5, 7 and 3?
How do you wanna do it?
So.
How are you gonna break up those 10s?
When do we write it? Okay, yes it is, they're both. We just want to do 5 bucks? So it equals 10.
Oh, yeah, I just did the other way, like, I did 4 here, 2 here. I don't think that's.
Okay, how did you decide to break them up? 8 and 2? Oh, maybe I should do orange. I'll do orange. Why? Did I not think about orange? Orange. Do some color coding. All right, how did you guys decide?
Yeah.
We do one.
Okay,
I don't know what you guys rule
Okay.
okay, how did you guys decide to break it up?
What do you guys
Three.
decide on?
That seemed the easiest.
Seemed the easiest?
Yeah.
Does it seem correct?
No, it doesn't, because look at that. Okay, how did you guys decide to break yours up?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, put it right there.
It's 5x.
Okay, well, let's
So
put
we
it in
get
there.
something that's gonna multiply.
All right, guys, here we go. Here is walking around. Here are some of the examples that each group picked. So one group decided to break the 10 into 8 and 2. One group decided to break the 10 into 4 and 6. One group decided 7 and 3 and 5 and 5. Now, do all of those create 10 of those X tiles? Okay, they all work, except for there's only one that is right. How can we check which one of these is correct? Leah, what can we do?
You have to, well, what I did is I write down, like, for the 3 squared, I broke it up like the X on the left and the 3X on the bottom.
Okay, so you're thinking close. What did you guys just check in example number
Diagonal.
1? Oh, the diagonal. So let's look at the diagonal here. What's 3 times 8?
24.
So we have 24x squared. What is this diagonal?
16.
Are those the same?
No.
No. So guess what?
I know.
Sorry, 8 and 2 don't work. Okay, let's do 7 and 3. We know that this is 24x squared. What's 7 and 3? What's 7 times 3?
21.
21. Is that the same thing as 24? All right, let's try this one. 5 and 5.
20. Wait, no.
25.
25.
Oh, that one's so close. But still, it's not 24. But what happens here, guys? What happens to 4 times 6?
24.
24. And remember, you know your generic rectangle is correct if the diagonals multiply to give you the same thing. So there is only one possibility to answer this generic rectangle. It has to be 4 and 6. Yes, 7 and 3 give us 10, but it doesn't give us the correct diagonal. Okay, so you gotta watch that. All right, so let's go through and finish this one. All right, even if you wrote yours in the box, it's okay, guys. If you wrote something else here in the box, don't sweat it. Let's do 6x and 4x. Okay, I'm gonna look here. 3 and 6. The largest common factor is 3. So I'm gonna take a 3x out. That means that becomes a 3. What times 3 will give me 6?
2.
Plus 2 goes here, which means what has to go right here?
1.
Be careful.
Oh, wait.
4.
4.
Quattro.
Brandon, do you see that?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I have 3x plus 4 as my base and x plus 2 as my height. All right, now let's try to put this together. If you have been in our school district since 6th grade, you have been doing these. Does anybody remember what we call these lovely problems? Diamonds. The reason you have been doing diamond problems since 6th grade is because of what you do today. There is meaning behind the diamond. And it took you all the way to your Algebra 1 year to figure out, oh my gosh, that's what the diamonds mean. They have meaning. Yes, it's a cool puzzle, but it actually has meaning. Okay, so 2x squared goes in the bottom left. 6 goes here. What does the diagonal have to be?
12.
We have to have two numbers that multiply to give us 12x squared. How many x tiles do we have to work with?
7.
7. So here we go. We now have to figure out, remember the diamond problem. The diamond problem tells us the top is what we multiply, the bottom is what we add. So what multiplies to 12 but adds to 7?
4.
4 and 3.
Okay, now here is where we find out who really remembers their multiplication facts. And if you struggle, you need to start making lists like this. You need to make lists of your factors. It's a 4. So 1 times 12 gives me 12. 2 times 6 gives me 12. 3 times 4 gives me 12. But when I add 1 plus 12, that's not 7. 2 plus 6?
No.
But 3 plus 4, that's the one I'm looking for. You're looking for the unique pair. So I know that I have 3x plus 4x. Okay, our picture's getting really crazy here, so I'm gonna have you guys redraw it right here. We know 2x squared goes here, 6 goes here. We just found out 3 goes here,
It's
and
12.
4 goes there. Okay?
No.
All right, now let's finish this problem. Okay, let's finish this problem. We know that our sum is 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, and it equals, okay, what is our base? X plus what? What is our height? Okay, see if you guys can figure that one out. What's your base and your height of that guy? Think about 2 and 3. What's the greatest common factor of 2 and 3? We had to have a discussion about this 4th hour. Here's the multiples, the factors of 2 and 3. What's the largest one? What do you think, Leah?
2x plus 1.
Yeah, oh, heard it.
This one's gonna be
Yeah, just 1. So, you should have something that looks like this.
4 and 6.
No, it's gonna be 2 this and 4 and 3. You're right. This
Are you
was
sure?
yeah. Base.
Oh, it's okay. You can put it anywhere. I just,
Okay,
like,
I did be
no, as long as you have it.
See you there.
2x plus 3.
This is gonna be 3
X
here.
plus 2. Yes! I love it.
You're the only short person. I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
So what's our common?
2.
There you go. That's good.
Okay, you should end up with something like this. You should get x plus 2 times 2x plus 3. Okay, all right. We're going to practice this because this is not easy. You've really got to think about what is going on here, guys. So, look this over because here's what every problem from here on out is going to look like. We will give you the box, it's called the box and the diamond. We're going to give you the box and the diamond, okay? And you get the trinomial. So you now have to build it. What goes bottom left?
6x squared.
6x squared. Purple tiles go bottom left. What goes top right? 12.
I said
12. Okay? Now we have to build our diamond. What goes in the top of our diamond?
17.
Be careful, the top of the diamond.
Oh.
So, what is that diagonal?
72x squared.
72x squared. 6 times 12 is going to give me 72x squared. Now, Avery, what goes in the bottom? 17. Okay. What multiplies to 72 but adds to 17? Here you go. If you don't know, you need to start building this. 72. Well, here you go. 2 times what equals 72? 3 times what gives you 72? 4 times what gives you 72? 6 times what gives you 72? 8 times what gives you 72? Start making your list. If you don't know, make a list. Okay? I'm going to make a couple, and then I'll be kind of done. Because I don't know my 72s very well.
It's 9 and 8. Oh, look at all.
It's gonna be 9 up on top and 8 on the bottom. I don't like saying
Of course you can.
that. Yeah, absolutely. Is that right? So 8 on top.
Okay. Now, once you've generated quite a few, remember what you're doing. You're looking for the pair that will now add to 17. So I come over here. Does 2 plus 36 give me 17?
No.
No. So that doesn't work. How about 3 and 24?
No.
Nope. How about good old 4 and 18? 6 and 12. Oh my gosh, that's close. That gives me 18, but it's not 17. But look at this. What's 8 plus 9? Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. Now, you guys are going to get to a point where you don't need to write all of this out. But I want you to see this is what's going on in my brain when I'm doing this. I'm finding my factors and I'm checking what adds to give me that 17. Okay, that's what I'm checking on. So now I know that my diamond can be filled in like this, which means my box can be filled in like this. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, I wish I had learned it this way, but here's how I was taught how to do this. I'm not going to tell you how many years ago, it's been a while, but the teacher said, all right, start guessing and checking. So we knew that there were 17, so it could be 1 and 16, 2 and 15, 3 and 14. We checked all of those until we found the one that worked, okay? This box and diamond allows you to go through the question pretty quickly.
Is your teacher nice?
I had nice math teachers, I did. My sophomore and senior year of high school, I had the head football coach as a math teacher, and he taught math like he coached football. And that can be intimidating, but I was an athlete, so he'd be like, I asked you what was the song? And we'd be like, oh my God. And he would just be like, and he would get in your face like that and he would spit. So nobody sat in the front row because he would just spit all over you. It was great. But he was a nice guy, but he would be intense. He'd be like, I told you. And he'd run at you like this, what is it? And I'd be like, it was amazing. It was really awesome. Nothing like a heart attack, but he was a nice guy. And because I think I played sports, like, it didn't freak me out too bad to have a coach yelling at me all the time. Like, I was like, oh, it's just coach yelling. It's all right. It's okay.
What do you play?
Soccer. Definitely not volleyball or basketball. I was told I was too short.
Eh, it's fine if you're short enough.
You can still be short.
That's what I thought. All right,
It
guys.
makes it 10 times harder. It makes you have to push more.
Yeah. So when we find the area of the product, we've got 2x here and a 3x here. This is another hard part about this process, okay? This becomes 3, that becomes 4. it matters that the 3x and the 4 belong. Okay, it matters that the 2x and the 3 are together. Okay, I want you guys to try the next one. See if you can set it up and work your way through it. Okay? So think about this guy right here. Part A. What belongs top, bottom left? What belongs top right? What have you use your diamond? Okay? Your diamond is 18. But you go 9 to so your 9 goes there. So what multiplies
Okay, that
18?
makes sense.
What goes to 9? Okay?
I had the same exact problem.
Okay, but you got it now? Yeah, because the bottom is always, you only have 9 that you can use. So that bottom is really what you, how many X's that you have. 9, so when you set this up, you 2. Yeah, my, he was a really big man too. Yeah.
But you're running at me, it's not as
I know, I'm not
very
very scary. I know, now be careful, how many X has
No, no.
there?
Nine.
So you only have 9, so what multiplies to 18 is X.
Oh, I did it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
and
did it
9 goes right here.
Did I do it right?
Yep.
So I did
something
wrong. Be careful,
That's
what?
72. So
One,
we think X
1 times
times
18 gives you 18,
will be
but 1 plus 18 doesn't give you 9.
right. Now,
What
we can
multiplies
say,
to
well,
18,
multiply
what
to 18.
adds to 9? Okay, that's the diamond problem.
3 times 3.
We're back to
Yeah.
No, 3 plus 3 is 100. 6 times 3 is 11.
So what goes to what will give you 18? What do you think it is?
That adds 9.
So you need to fix your like handwriting.
Beautiful,
I'll handwrite it.
really nice. Okay, so here, that's all.
So
So that's like the number 1 rule.
There won't be 6.
So remember,
What will it
do
be?
you know that
What's
on
the
box
greatest common factor? Six.
yeah, diagonals multiply.
Because that one is 18. That one
Oh, this one is 6.
Yeah, so what multiplies to 16 would add 17.
It could be it either.
Doesn't matter. Miss Chalfa?
No, my brain's still dead from the 18.
I know. It's hard.
Okay,
So be careful, it's not 3x.
What is it?
Because it's just x times x.
A little bit behind.
6 times 3
Now.
is 18.
Yes,
Yeah,
plus
but why
3.
is
You're
this
right.
one 3x?
Plus 3.
Because X times 3 is 3X.
Now,
Oh.
what times 3?
Yeah.
Seem to have a decent.
What else?
amount,
300.
That problem, that's good.
Now, does that work? It's just x times 6.
What times what equals 4?
So now
How are
you know
things
your
over
product.
here?
Well, I'm right.
You're not, obviously.
You weren't right either.
Very nice.
Work out.
So now how do you factor this guy?
So apparently you're wrong.
X times what?
So this
Yep,
times this will give you that.
6.
Can I use
So
some
x times
extra?
what? You can 6x. Think about 1 and 6.
So we want.
You're very close. So be careful. it's not
Negative
5 and
60
12.
squared.
And here's why you have to simplify. You really got to, you gotta watch this. So you have 1 times 60.
So what are the
Times
factors
something
of
of
60?
30. 3 times
Really?
20.
No, I
You
got
have like 5 times 12. Okay?
it.
We
Negative
have
5.
160, right?
It's negative 60.
2 times what is?
What multiplies to give you negative 60?
Negative 5x and negative 5.
When you do your
Wait, no, that does not.
No, that doesn't work.
So keep going.
Thank you. But
Kinda.
what do you have? You have
5
positive 12.
Sounds big.
So you're looking at this. What multiplier is 60? That is it. And you have but adds to 17.
Oh, okay.
So if you did this one,
bigger.
yes, 5 and
Negative
12 add to 17, but that doesn't give you a negative 60. So I can't, because if I do negative 5 plus out 12,
One has to be
I get
positive.
negative
One has to be
72.
negative. Better to have a negative.
But if I take negative 5 times negative 12,
Times
that gives me positive 60. And I need it to be a negative 60.
Negative 3
So-
here.
What I do is when I make my list here,
So you want
I
something like,
subtracted, so 60 plus 1 is 34, 60 minus 1 is 59, 30 plus 2 is 32,
so
3
we
minus
need to go back to the list we
28.
have.
Because this guy right here,
Minus.
what's 23, what, if I add those two, I get 22, but what happens if I subtract, what's 20 minus 3? So I know it's gonna be a 3 and a 20, but which one is gonna be negative?
What do you think, Brandon?
Come on.
Because negative 3 times 20 gives me negative 60. Oh, negative 3 plus 20 gives me 17.
It's kinda.
Yeah, you gotta watch your positive and negative.
You get out of my personal space, you have to hold it.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you get to negative?
Does that make sense though?
There's no negative.
That's a.
Oh, on that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, here.
I did it for you.
Yeah, it's this one, it's negative 3, x and 20.
What's negative 3 times negative 5?
So be careful, just put your negative 3 in your, 20 in there, and it'll fall, it'll start to fall into pieces, okay? You'll see how it works.
Buddy, you're wrong.
So if we take 5 times negative 3.
That is not 5x. No,
Okay, I want you guys to check your first two. Okay, and there's x's there, so x and x is negative 3x and 20. Okay, so now, what is common between 4 and 3?
It's the same. It doesn't matter what they.
Just one. So this is
right.
Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So then what is this one? No.
Got one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So now, what is this have to be? X times what will give you a negative 3x? Yep. So now, I need to make this 20, so 4 times what gives me 20?
So what's the common factor between
But
those?
now, what's negative 3 times 5?
One.
Which one?
There it is.
That part's way more.
Yes.
So what these will be in here.
All right, kids at home, check your answers on these and then try the bottom two. Try the bottom two. All right, how do you do? All right, keep working. As you finish one, try the other.
Yep.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh,
Good job.
yes.
I'm gonna fill
Okay,
in
let's
this.
do. Oh, okay.
All right,
So,
so where are we at?
Well,
so
yeah.
far, keep going. What do you need to do? So now, what is the base and what is the height?
What's common between those two?
Because it's not 5 and 12. 5 plus 12 does multiply to give you, so maybe on this side. Be careful, you need negative 60. So if I do 1 times 60, I get 60. If I do 2 times 30, I get 60. If I do 3 times 20, I get 60. Now, one of those has to be negative, because I need it to be a negative. Yeah, it's gotta be this one, but which one has to be negative?
Things going well here?
Yeah, so negative
Yeah.
3 times 20 gives me negative 60, but then it's negative.
Oh, don't say for a
Don't say.
For
It
us.
is 4 times.
Yeah, you have to figure the times.
I've spent like
Yeah.
half an hour.
Be careful. How? Personal one-on-one.
Oh, but
Exactly.
You have to hurry up.
You're
You know what
not-
you're on.
I am. I'm so looking at you. I know you.
Oh, be careful. What multiplies 12 is 15.
Don't.
No.
We're doing algebra 1 to 4.
Uh,
Oh, what multiplies, so?
You're so.
So again, stop, you're just not write down your facts.
Yeah.
1 times 6,
like,
2 times
Ooh,
30, 3 times 20, 4 times, 5 times 12, 24 times.
so you don't, you're saying you don't know how to
I'm not
do-
doing this again
Right.
right now.
You
I'm
know how to
doing
do
I know
the-
how to do
kind
that.
of.
That's what I'm getting the vibe. that-
Oh, so that
Okay,
means
so-
only one of these has to be negative.
That's
So, here's my question.
We're doing this. Yeah.
Okay? What happens if I make
Okay,
60
that.
negative?
so you,
Oh,
What happens
negative
if you
6,
take 1
negative
plus negative 60?
you
What do you
set
get?
this up right,
Uh-huh.
You
and
get
you
72.
stuck these in the right spot.
Okay, so it's gonna be X plus
So what,
Got it?
X.
what do we,
Wait,
what
negative.
do we use?
Okay, so what happens if I make the 1 negative?
What are you talking about, Mindy?
So we wanna find two numbers that
Negative 1 plus
multiply
60
negative
gives me
9,
Uh-huh.
add,
Nope, okay,
and
let's
the
do this
same
one.
numbers that add
I
to
make
that.
30 negative. Do I get
So what
72?
are factors of negative 9?
Okay, what happens if I make?
All right, now, starting this one.
You're not.
Think about what she's on.
Give me two.
Okay, let's do that one. What happens if I make
Just
21?
nine. One
That's
and
what's confusing, we use the negative on the
Three.
bottom.
three and three.
So can you work with your negative numbers?
So we have to
Well,
be
one.
like.
Can everything be negative?
Plus
Do negative something, but we have to have a positive.
Plus 9 is 10.
Is that
Yep, so
five?
we negative 3x
Three plus three.
and 20.
Plus 29, 'cause the
Yeah.
negative 10.
So you gotta really go through and start thinking about those. Yes, ma'am.
One and nine, or we have
Three
and three, right? And if we want a negative nine,
Oh, I
how
did,
about-
I did, I did.
All right, what are we doing here?
what do
Be
we-
careful,
we
don't
just have
drop
one
the
number
negative.
being
That's
negative.
a negative.
So we do negative three plus three.
So
We
what
want
multiplies
we want
to
two
12,
times
but adds to
to add
negative.
five, right? What's negative three plus three?
Good job, Daniel. 3 plus 3 is
So, yeah, perfect.
Is that five?
Nope.
Not that one.
Because
What's
negative
negative
2
one
times
plus nine?
negative 6 gives me 12.
Okay.
Negative 2 plus
Negative
negative
one
6
plus
gives
nine?
me negative 1.
Eight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now
Is
it's
that five?
No.
common.
Bad
What's
news,
gonna happen is,
right? So what does that mean?
No answer.
so both of these
No
would be,
answer.
both of these would be negative.
What's it
Not
mean?
Yes.
No, close.
Yes, doesn't
Not
matter.
factor.
That'll be my high school.
So all of these work the same way. You just
Honestly, it wouldn't be that different for me, I
You
I
take it-
have to do
So
the
this is
facts
what
of
we're
You
coaches.
say it's
A
not factor.
large man though, like he was really.
You got easy then.
I
What
do
you
with
guys
facts.
know?
Well, you're gonna do the same amount of work.
Yes.
I do
Right,
with
you just
facts,
don't
all
end up
coaches
with
have
a-
in common.
Yes.
But you still gotta find your
Okay,
factor.
so basically what we have to do is,
So all you do, if you can set it up,
two
you
times
can.
6 equals
Just gotta
4.
find two numbers, multiply this, and
And
after
the
that.
negative times the negative.
Okay, so multiplies 12 by 2 negative.
Are we done? That makes sense.
So these two are, you're done, 2 and 6.
Oh,
But they're
so
both
what
gonna be
multiply, be careful, what multiplies to negative 9 but adds to 5.
Because
And
there's
then when
sevens.
you put it in here, it'd be 2x, 6x, and that's how that would be set up here.
All right, as you guys work on the last two, take a look at your answers and make sure you
And
got
these two
them.
spots right here are gonna be negatives.
So, this is not easy. This is not easy, guys. This is tough.
I think my head is dead again. It'll just be like negative.
Not the last one.
So this is tough.
How's that
You
going?
wanna make sure you know how to do it, because
First things first,
Now,
I gotta go
what do we know about the diagonals? So for Monday, what did we say the diagonals have to be?
One.
Well, so, that's what we did over here.
So when we keep
I'm
our
gonna
diagonals
factor
up
here.
here.
What are factors of negative nine?
Justify your.
So we know that whenever we go here and here, we know that it has to be on that diagonal. So when
And?
it's
Here
one,
would
it's
have to be
negative
minus
one.
1.
Okay, so that's what you have to explain.
And here would be 2,
You can't forget
and then
the
here would be minus negative.
easy one, the trivial
Yeah, that's the only way that works.
Oh, what, negative
one times nine. Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, that's those are factors. So do either of those add?
Splitting the orange
So we do
line.
negative
How
1
many do we have?
plus 9, we get.
So you're trying to come
We
up
do
with
negative
what
3
multiplies
plus 3, we
to
get 0. Right? Are those 5?
add to-
What does that
I'm
mean?
gonna reload it up on the floor. Those are the factors.
But there aren't any
One
factors
times
in
one
there. That's
is
it.
60, okay?
What do we do?
All right, friends, did we get there?
I think so.
Nice job.
What is this?
That's
What does
good,
this
because that
last
is
bit of
the-
the instruction say?
Well, yeah, because I mean, like, there's 3, 9 is 3, and 4 is 1 and 9.
Here,
What
if
if you're-
a
Three and three together.
quadrat cannot be factored, just like you can.
Well, when it comes to diamond problems,
I
then
think
it's-
it's all
If
done.
you've done the process, you found the factors, they don't have
Yeah,
to find.
so-
What do we
So
decide?
that's why we say it's not factored.
It can't be factored.
Yeah, that I'm gonna throw in
Then why
some
is
of
it?
those not
Because
factorables out.
nothing- no two numbers times 9 add to 5.
Multiplies to-
Or multiply 9 times 5.
So, 2 and 6, 1 and 12, 3 and 4. Now, which of those, don't worry about the negatives right now, which of those, when you add them together, gives you 8? Look at one.
Do you have a question?
But now, what's
Don't
negative?
And how she helped with how much
Because
help
this
us.
is negative, this is negative. So it has to be a negative 2 times a negative 6x. Because negative times a negative,
So basically, we're gonna have to get a top there,
I
so
literally
this
have
one
plus
sits above the
negative.
negative.
Factorable is even up there.
Is that-
Keep-
so the
keep-
negative
keep
2x
keep
plus a
that
negative.
something.
Yeah, it's totally an option.
So she, how did she do that exactly?
There we go.
So if that's done,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a
it
negative
doesn't work,
nine.
See the
it is
top?
okay to come to that.
So-
So what's gonna give you factors of that?
You know? 1 times 1 plus 9, or 1 plus negative 9, negative 8, negative 3, 0.
Times what equals nine?
No luck.
Three.
Three.
Think about
And what else times what equals nine?
2 and 2, what else? 1 times what? Be careful, because this 4 go in this 4.
Let's think about that. We have 3 times 3, can 2
So
go
4
into
times 5 will
9?
give you that 20.
No.
So it's
Can
okay.
1 go into 9?
Yeah.
So I know that
But it's 3
4 times 5 will get you
plus
20, and I know
3
1 times 4 will get you
equal
20.
that.
So just
No, 9 plus 1.
So now, 4 times what?
Is this a solvable problem?
I hear you.
Well, it could be, but it would be really tricky.
There you go.
And they're not gonna be a decimal.
Then no, because.
So what are you gonna justify then? How are you gonna justify that?
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, 5th hour.
Good job,
Some of
Fran.
you wrote really large, which is okay. But down here, in this blank spot, you're gonna do extra problem number 1 and extra problem number 2. Okay? Make yourself a box and diamond. Here we go.
Your,
All right, so
homework.
first one,
So 8, 1, 2,
factor this quadratic. Please make your box and diamond. You will not get it wrong if you're making your box and diamond and checking them off. Just right
on
down
the
there.
bottom of your
Just on the
sheet,
bottom.
just in that small piece. Just right there.
Can you factor this guy? Ringing.
It is ringing.
It is. What multiplies to 2, but adds to 3. Okay, so think about your diagonal. What multiplies to 2, but adds to 3. Yeah.
That's your voice.
It's 1 times 2.
Oh, no. Oh, yes, we will. Perfect. Yep, and I will write that wrong.
Put it in there.
Less than 5. Give us your best thing and less than 5.
So what are your factors?
Okay.
Is it 2x squared?
Okay.
We're being told the fact that.
Yes.
No, that one right there is not an X.
One X is six?
Yes. That one up top would probably be 1.
Yeah, it's just
You don't do it racing, you just write it
So
somewhere.
it won't be 2x, it's just x then.
Well, she said the right time. I had the right
It's
time.
just x
Oh,
and
yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
So
this
it'll be an x plus 2.
So it's X plus T and then X plus.
yeah, okay, thank you.
All right, here is your challenge number 2. I love this next one. Not that one, I like this one.
Ew.
Ew! Ew, this one's fantastic. Love this one. How would you factor this quadratic?
Oh my
I'm ready to find X squared. You want me to grab one for feet?
Yeah, it's one time.
Take your breath and look at
That
it.
works too.
It's all right.
-5.
That one's good. You may not feel-
I don't
You
know.
were lucky.
Once you get to the weekend, take a long break.
Oh, I will. I will be taking a very long break.
How long is the break?
How do you?
So I want you guys to really think about this one. These are not easy. This is hard stuff.
Negative five, X and X.
I did it.
I didn't, I can give the whole answer.
Yeah, so that'll be negative. Okay, so what multiplies with positive
So 25x
Oh,
squared?
God,
as
yeah.
negative 10?
Yeah.
Don't try.
Kind of like this.
25x squared.
Okay.
What are you talking?
Alright.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you get it done.
I'm done. No, look, I'm done. I'm done. Check.
Oh, that's easy.
Check.
Is it X, is it X minus five and X minus five?
What? I did that. I did that. I was double first one.
She did that. I gave her all the answers. She did the negative five.
Oh my gosh, you can just shut up.
Okay, people at home, make sure you can see that. That's what it looks
Does that do the
like.
whole work, actually?
Is it gonna be five, plus five minus five?
No, it's gonna be two negatives.
Are we done?
We are done. Please, guys, keep these notes. They are for you. They are yours. Use them on review preview, 812.
That's been on the board, guys.
Oh my gosh, Justin.
Oh, that one was actually going to be easy.
Okay, okay, I like it. I like it. How do you know?
All right, our CBBI students, these notes should help you get through review preview 812. Please make sure that you're uploading your work for Ms. Rogers so you can get your grade. It's a benefit to you. We will be chatting with you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Here.
No,
You don't need to know that those add up.